Hello, my dear class 7 students. Hope all of you are very well and staying at home, having some good food to improve your immunity. Again, I am back with a new topic of your computer syllabus. I am your computer teacher Moitre Deroy, and let's start the new topic in computer so that it will be more visible and more understandable. So let's start.
Students, today we will start from page number 87, that is inserting headings in a web page or in an HTML document. How to insert headings and what will be the size of the headings. So the heading tag, that is HN, actually the heading tag could be from H1 to H6. So for the number 1 to 6 here, n is specified. Hn is a container tag used to specify the headings in a web page. An HTML document can have 6 different levels of sizes of headings, h1 to h6, and the maximum size is h1, and the, or you can say the bigger size or the biggest size is h1 and the smallest size is h6. So the syntax of this is a tag, opening tag hn and closing tag hn, and in between there will be heading text. Like, just see here, I have heading endangered animals, h1 opening tag and h1 closing tag within the body part. Now just run this page, run this HTML page, and you will see the heading. So just the name of the page is animal details, as here you can see animal details notepad. Actually it is saved with, as you know, .html format. There is a web page sign is here, so you can see this is a HTML file, right? Now just open it and see, this is the heading size h1. Endangered animals are written within h1 tag. Now one more thing, here you can see there are many paragraphs, but within the paragraph tag, this paragraphs are just lines one by one in the web page, one by one in the web page. As you can see, just come to the web page, all the lines are there one by one, and this actually doesn't look like a paragraph division. There is no paragraph in this page. So just see heading tag and just change it to h6. Just look at it how it looks. h6. Save it. Come to Internet Explorer and reload it. Just see the heading has been changed to the size h6. That is the smallest size of heading. Right? Now come to paragraphs. So here in the web page, just define the paragraphs, and for paragraph we basically use opening p tag and closing p tag. As you can see here, for paragraphs, the paragraph tag is a container tag used to create paragraphs in HTML document. The on tag is p within angular bracket marks the beginning of the paragraph, and the off tag, that is within angular brackets /p tag makes the end of the paragraph, and syntax is opening tag p and within that text or within that the paragraph and ending tag of p. So there are one more thing, there are alignments like alignment left, alignment right, alignment center, as you can choose. So for that you can specify the alignment. So first let's see how the p tag works. So in this way I am marking paragraphs. So just see the paragraphs. Come to Internet Explorer again, or just save the page. Now come to Internet Explorer and reload the page. Just see the paragraph division. Now you can align it left, right, center. So by default the alignment is left, and if you want to do it as center or right, just write that specification in the notepad. So I am doing the second paragraph as center alignment. So the second paragraph is aligned center. Now again come to Internet Explorer, reload it. See, the second paragraph is aligned center. The last paragraph aligned right. And again just reload the page. See, the alignment is right. So in this way you can use the heading size, that is HN tag, and for paragraph you may use P tag. Now inserting horizontal line, like break horizontal line tag is also an empty tag. That means it does not have any opening tag or ending tag. Just write HR tag and the horizontal line will appear. So HR tag allows you to insert a horizontal line on a web page, right? So just so I have put here HR tag, save the notepad, and again just see the horizontal line over here, and you can specify the width, the size, the alignment, and the color of the horizontal line. Now just come to notepad and here just change the heading size to 1, and this is the now heading tag has been changed, the heading size has been changed, and now in horizontal tag just specify the size, maybe size 6 you can specify. The size allows you to specify the thickness of the horizontal line uh, in pixels, and the width specifies or width allows you to define the length of the horizontal line as percentage, and alignment if you want to align it left, right or center as per your requirement, and the color specifies the color of the horizontal line. So I am specifying all the attributes one by one. As given in the activity in page number 88, I am specifying according to that. Now open your HTML file and insert the tag HR size is equals to 4, width is equals to 80%, alignment is equals to center in this way. So in this way you have to specify all the things, and color is equals to green. So I'm just specifying in that way. Size is equals to 4, width is equals to 80%, align is equals to center. So color is equals to green. So just in this way I have specified the HR tag. Now just come to Internet Explorer, reload it. So just see endangered animals, the heading, and here you can see the horizontal line with size 4 with 80% and a line center. Now just come to Notepad and then we will do the styling of text. So first there is a tip at page number 88. At page number 88 there is a tip that you can see. Horizontal lines inserted using HR tag have a shading applied to them by default, and to insert a solid horizontal line having no shading effect, you can use no shade attribute of the HR tag as HR space no shade. Now come to stylizing of the text. So how you can make a text bold, italics and underlined. All these styles you know, and but the tags which are used to make the text bold, italic or underlined in an web page you don't know. So the tags are for bold, the opening tag is within angular bracket B, the ending tag is angular bracket slash B, italics tag is starting angular bracket within angular bracket I and ending with angular bracket slash I, that is ending tag, so starting, and for underlining, start opening with u tag and ending with u tag, that is slash u. So now open your HTML document, come to the activity, and you have to make bold and italic few text in the notepad. You have to make them bold and italic. So just come to make them bold and italic. So at 89 we are doing the activity. Now first, one more thing. So as we are seeing in the web page, it looks a little bit odd that the heading is here and the horizontal line, or you can say the underline to the heading, is here. So just make it center. So for that I am writing HTML. Now it will be in center position. Just see it is in center position, and then just come to make some text bold and italic and underlined. So come to the notepad, and the first paragraph we are making bold and italic. So the first paragraph is now bold and italic. Just look it into the HTML Explorer. See, the first paragraph is bold and italic, right? And now then for so as per the activity, this paragraph, the first paragraph should be bold and italic, and I am making the second paragraph as underlined, right? So the second paragraph is now underlined. Now just save and come to Internet Explorer, reload the page. See, the second paragraph is underlined. So in this way you can use it. Now making subscript and superscript. So what is subscript? You know that the piece of text that can be displayed as subscript, that is like H2O. All of you know that H2O, like this H2O. Here 2 is subscript, and H2SO4, that is the sulfuric acid. Here 2 and 4 are subscript. And if we are mentioning a plus b whole square, in that case 2 is superscript, and here e is equals to mc square. In that case 2 is superscript and x plus y whole square. Here 2 is the superscript. So for subscript to display a piece of text as subscript, we can use on subtag and off subtag, and any text enclosed within this will be a will be a subscript and will be smaller in size and placed at the bottom of normal text next to it. And similarly in case of superscript, so let us mention them in this notepad. Just come to the last of the page and write them. So in this way, this is H2O, and again come to E is equals to mc square. Now just check it. So just save the notepad and again reload the or refresh the web page. So H2O and E is equals to mc square. Just put a semicolon and just refresh the page. See, H2O and E is equals to mc square. Here 2 is the subscript and here 2 is the superscript. I hope now it is clear to all of you. Now using the font tag. So how is it possible to use font tag or to use various attributes of the font tag? As you can see in your book at page number 90, there are font tags. So font face, font color and font size, these are the attributes of the font tag. So the font tag is used to format a block of text, and we can change the font type, size, color of the text in a paragraph with the help of these attributes. So what is face attribute? This attribute used to specify the font type for the text. And what is color attribute? Color attribute is basically used to specify the color of the font, and size attribute is basically used to mention the size of the text. The font size is specified in numbers ranging from 1 to 7, and 1 is the smallest font size and 7 is the largest small size. Now come to the activity. So come to the activity at page number 90. So you have the idea about font face, font color and font size, and how we can apply it to the HTML document. So font here as an activity, just in font tag use its attribute to change the font properties. So at first we have to use font face, Comic Sans image, color as navy and size is equals to 3. Just use it in the notepad. Just mention it. So here as you can see, font face is equals to Comic Sans AMS, and then come to font color is equals to navy. So font color is equals to navy, and then just come to size, mention the size of the font that is mentioned here as 3. Just font size is equals to 3, and then just end the font tag here. So just see how it works. Just see how it works. So this is the way. Just see how it works. Now just come to Internet Explorer. See, the total font of the page has been changed to color navy, size 3, and font face is Comic Sans MS. Now come to anchor tag. At page number 90 there is anchor tag. So anchor tag is basically used for creating hyperlinks in the web page. Creating hyperlinks means in the website one page is connected to another. So for that there is various links in the home page to other pages. As you can see in the Internet Explorer, sorry, in Google Chrome, if we come to our school website, just this is home page as you can see. So this is contact us page, and this is the home page of school. And if you want to any of these like gallery, image gallery, see there are links, and these are the hyperlinks. One page is connected to another. So and for this we basically use the anchor tag, a tag. You have to specify the source code or the URL of the page within a tag using href. As you can see, a space href is equals to filename.html, then the text which you have to click, and then end of anchor tag. So this is the way how you can create anchor tag, and or you can say this is the syntax of creating anchor tag. So just we can link here a page using anchor tag, and the a tag creates a hyperlink and connects the file specified with href attribute to the hyperlink text. Click here. So end at the end of the page I am just here writing click here, and now just specifying the school website href, and then I am ending this tag. So just you have to specify the website of, so just here you have to specify the website of the school within the within hre, within the anchor tag after href. So this is the website of our school, and now just after href and then equals to within double quote specify the website or the page to which you want to connect, and now just save the page and then again refresh the page. Just see, click here and click here, the web page is opened. So this is the way how you can use the anchor tag. So in your book there is an activity. Now create a hyperlink in the document Animals of India to link to the document Endangered Animals. So just open a notepad and there, or open the source code of the HTML page where you want to apply the link. So here endangered animals .html. So actually this is the page with animal details or animals of India, and you can create another page and then link one to another. And this is the, as I have explained, this is the basic process. Or you can connect any of the pages within your folder by just mentioning the proper address details of that particular page. Here like we have new HTML, just or welcome to HTML, just open it, and this is the welcome to HTML. And now just copy this address and then just paste here. Sorry. So I have just paste the address of that particular welcome HTML page. Now just remove this page and just come to animal details page. Now here we have click here, in which I have changed the address of anchor tag to which it was referring. So just click here, just see this page will be opened. So in this way we can add address of another page, or we can say to other, and we can say in this way we can specify the hyperlink to other pages of website, right? Now come to some important terms, that is terms to recall. So we have done this activity already, and let's recall. HTML stands for hypertext markup language, all you know, and it is markup language used for creating hypertext documents for the World Wide Web. And HTML consists of a number of tags that are used to specify how the various elements in the HTML document will appear in the browser window, as you know. And most tags have attributes that impart additional functionality to the tags. Like in font tag we have font face, font size, etc. And next come to next point, all HTML tags are enclosed within HTML and ending of HTML tag, and the body and ending of body tags are enclosed the main content of a web page. And other tags like BR tag, P tag, HN tag, HR, BIU font and so on help to format the text to make appear in a desired way in the browser of the window. The anchor tag is used to create hyperlinks in a web page. And now come to terms to learn. So there are various important terms. HTML, hypertext markup language, or HTML, is a standardized system for creating web pages. And then come to tags. HTML tags are keywords or commands that define how the browser must format and display the contents of a web page. And then attributes, keywords that impart extra functionality to the tabs. Like just I have told you, the attributes of font were face, color, size. The attributes for the horizontal line were size, width, align, color, etc. And then container tag, a tag that needs to be enclosed with an ending tag, is called the container tag. And empty tag, a tag that need to be closed with an ending tag, need not to be closed with an ending tag, that is called the empty tag. And anchor tag, written as start with a, this tag is used to create hyperlink in a web document, that is called an anchor tag. And then just come to worksheet 1, fill in the blanks with the help of the help box. So first one is HTML stands for hypertext markup language, all of you know that. And the container tags have a starting and ending tag. The HTML file have the extension .html. To view HTML page, a web browser software is needed. All HTML tags are written enclosed within the angular brackets or angled brackets, you can say. And the anchor tag is used for inserting hyperlinks in a document. Next, just come to worksheet 2. What this, just tick the correct option. Which of this is a container tag? So BR tag is an empty tag, HR tag is an empty tag, B tag, that is bold tag, is the container tag. Which tag encloses the main contents of a web page? All of you know that, body tag. And which tag helps you to insert a horizontal line in a web page? That is HR tag. And which tag allows you to apply various headings to the text? That is HN tag, starting of HN and ending of HN. And which attribute of the body tag is used for setting a background color for the web page? All of you know that, BG color. And next, sixth question is which tag allows you to create hyperlinks in a document? That is anchor tag, or you can say A within angular brackets, that is anchor tag. Now come to true and false statements. So just first statement is HR is an empty tag. Yes, this is true. Second statement, you can edit the HTML page while using Internet Explorer. No, actually this is a false statement, because within the web browser, that is Internet Explorer, we can see the HTML page and we can also see the source of HTML page. Just come to Internet Explorer. As we were seeing the pages over here, like the pages in animal details, and we can see the page and you can see the source code of the page. Here you can see the source code of that particular web page, but we are not able to edit them. Just try it, delete. So we cannot edit the source code. So we are in any of the web browser, just we can see, we cannot edit. So you can edit HTML page while using Internet Explorer. False. And third, HTML was developed by Tim Berners-Lee. Yes, this is a true statement. Fourth statement, HTML is a programming language. Actually, HTML is a scripting language. Therefore, this statement is a false statement. The title tag can use formatted text. Yes, this is true. And there are 6 levels of headings in HTML. Yes, H1 to H6. That is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Therefore, 6 levels of headings are there. Now come to worksheet 4. What is meant by the term hyperlink? The homepage of a website always has links known as hyperlinks, which when clicked leads to the visitors to other pages of the website. So this is called hyperlink. And what does the anchor tag help you to do? The anchor tag is basically used to create hyperlinks in an HTML document. And third question, which software is needed to view an HTML document? A web browser like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome is required to view an HTML document. Next, fourth one, which which software is needed to write the HTML source code. So to write the HTML source code, as we all know, Notepad, the basic text editor is required. And fifth question, write the syntax of the bold tag. The syntax of the bold tag is starting off b, that is b within angular bracket and specified text, and after that within angular bracket slash b. And 6, write the use of the title tag. The title tag within head section is basically used to give title to the web page. So we have completed up to worksheet 4, and next day we will continue with worksheet 5 and complete the practicals given there at the back exercise at page 96-97. So this is all for today. Stay safe, stay at home.